name is Vandal, and this is my first video. To tell you about myself, I'm a cosplayer. I write for Gothic Beauty magazine, and I'm a blogger at fashionvandals.com, and I currently live in Seoul, South Korea. This is the first in a series of videos about how to navigate life in Seoul if you're into subcultures, nerd crap, or just things that are generally hard to find in South Korea. So things like where to find punk shows, how to start cosplaying out here, where to find goth clothing, or just how to start dating if you know absolutely no Korean. Because if you're like me, an aging punk rock kid who likes goth clubbing and is an anime nerdo, don't ever say the word otaku in Korea, then you're gonna need plenty of help at the start. So, okay, that's enough intro. Let's do this. So ska is alive in Seoul, not as the punchline of a joke or some ironic thing, but like a real, legit part of the underground music scene. Obviously, the underground music scene is way smaller in Korea than it is in the US, but basically on any weekend you could find 2 to 3 ska bands playing alongside street punk and pop punk bands at venues. And in the pit you'll find everything from high school girls to full-on rude boys. So I was pleasantly surprised, I gotta say, because I still have a place for ska in my heart. Last year I went to something called the New Generation of Ska Festival. They're trying to have it every year now, but this year I sadly couldn't go. And at that event, it's an all-day ska festival, bringing in local bands and bands from Japan and US. And here's a look at the Ska Wakers, I think you say, Ska Walkers, Ska Wakers, performing there in 2014. So here's a little look at what Korea's got going on, ska-wise. 앞으로 잘 지내란 말을 해 참 많이 고마웠다면서 나에게 마음을 돌려줄게 But I don't care 나란히 계산을 하고 나면 집까지 걸어가야 할 없으니 In terms of the ska and punk scene in general, it's pretty small and tight-knit, but it's incredibly welcoming. Even if you're a foreigner, nobody seems to care. Plus, there's a pretty good mix of foreigners in the scene and even in the bands themselves. And compared to the States, the atmosphere is overall a lot more positive, I'd say. There's a lot less angry scene politics. And there's a lot more like age integration. And as someone who stopped going in the pit, maybe at like age 22 for fear of like being punched in the face by a bro, I'm almost 30, and now I'm like back in the pit. I feel like I'm a kid again. Like, I love shows here in Seoul. I think I mentioned it before, but all the band footage is actually from the New Generation of Ska Festival from 2014. That first year was crowdfunded and free. The second one this year was not free, and I'm cheap, so I couldn't go. But I think they're supposed to be doing it every year, and the point is that ska is alive and well in Korea. So if you mourn the loss of ska in the US or somewhere else, here's your second chance. If you don't know Korean, and I know so little, the way to find out about shows is through Facebook. They have an amazing page that lists every punk, ska, hardcore, and even metal show every weekend. It's facebook.com/Korean punk and hardcore, and I'll put the link down below. So check that out if you want to know where all the shows are every week in Seoul and the surrounding cities. So to close things out, here's footage from the band that headlined in 2014, the Bruce Lee Band, which was cool because it has Mike Park from Asian Man Records, who's actually Korean. So yeah, I will see you next video.